Hey, what's up, guys? Zyper here, and welcome in my brand new office. I just got this place like a month ago. We're still building up and trying a lot of different stuff. And I feel like now it's time to come back on YouTube and share some brand new stuff with you guys. So I asked you to ask me some questions, and I've got a lot of questions in the past years that I mostly never answered. So I was just thinking about like what's better to do than quick video showing you the new office, trying out the new setup, and just speaking a little bit about all the stuff that happened offline in the past years. Well, do we really need to speak about this? So first of all, guys, I really wanted to thank you because I've made this tutorial like 5 years ago just because I had time, and I was like, okay, I struggled so much learning this software and trying to find my own technique. Let's just show the people and share with other people the way I work so that they can use it and try to learn from themselves. And the tutorials, the MPC tutorials completely smashed it. I mean, like, I think still today it's the most viewed tutorials ever on the software. And even if it's still now, if it moved, because now the software is called Onyx, I'm sure everybody knows that. It just, yeah, I don't want to say this tutorial goes viral, but like still today, 5 years later, when I go on the forums on Facebook, I see like, check Zyper tutorials. And the thing with MPC tutorial part 4, so the bad thing for me is that in the video I say, okay, and part 4 will be about a MIDI and OSC and all the super exciting stuff that most of the tutorials don't speak about. And I don't know, I never recorded it. And then I just you started to send me like message every day. I woke up every day like, hey, when do you release new tutorial? Hey, Zyper, where is new tutorial? Zyper, where is tutorial part 4? And I was just like, nah, I don't feel now it's the moment to record this one. So I started in 2016 to record it, and I completely failed. I think I had problem with the sound, and then problem with Adobe software who crashed because I crashed them all the time, and never did it. So now it changed. We have Onyx, and I really want to speak about Onyx because they just released Dylos, who is the new pixel mapper. I don't know if you say Dylos or Dylos. And if you checked it, you see that my visuals are into it. So the team reached out to me, and I really want to show my support to the development team, who was still amazing and does a great job. And yeah, I really want to speak about the 2D plan, the new layout view, and Dylos. So I think I'm gonna record a tutorial about that. Maybe quickly speak about MIDI and OSC, but I feel like 5 years later, it's not so the point. And I don't know if it will bring a lot to you, as there is a lot of new stuff like show control and a lot of other software that can help you to bring MIDI OSC. So we will see. But for sure, it's on the top of my bucket list, record Onyx tutorials. So follow my YouTube channel because it's coming very soon. That's a good question. Basically, you probably remember me as Zyper, being a light operator and in the same time a VJ. And I had a residency in a nightclub called The Queen in France, Paris. And in my free time, I was doing visuals that I shared on the internet and tutorials about how I work, how I create those visuals and all that kind of stuff. In 2015, I moved away from Queen, so that means I completely quit my job, and I was feeling about like, okay, I'm now at a point in my career where I can probably do it alone. But I was making a big mistake because the market in Paris and in France wasn't ready. There was no clubs to VJ, no festivals to VJ, and I had some gigs, I probably had the most awesome gigs of my career in that period. And in the same time, it wasn't enough for me, Zyper, to make a nice income and then have enough work to live from lights and VJing as a freelancer in that period. So I just moved on other projects pretty fast, and I was contacted by a club called La Scala. Didn't speak that much about it, but basically I moved with them and went from like just helped them to open, because they had like 2 weeks to open a big nightclub and they were absolutely not ready. So I arrived in like a rescue last minute to help them to open, and it ended up like as a residency full time, making a audiovisual show every weekend for like 6 months, something like that. And I was doing 6 months completely focused just on that project. And we made amazing thing. I made a lot of stuff I wanted to do at Queen, and I couldn't do at Queen. I did there. And it went pretty amazing, and everything went so fast that I didn't have any time to record videos or make new tutorials or anything. That's the point where my bucket list started to grow with all the stuff I wanted to do, and I just get more work and more work and more work. And so after Scala, I opened my company officially in the mid of 2016, and didn't have time to completely develop the company the way I wanted, because I got another opportunity at Base Dubai, where I was invited to light in the biggest nightclub of Middle East. So biggest nightclub in Dubai, and we had like every night we opened, we had like big names like Sean Paul, 50 Cent, David Guetta, Black Coffee, and like amazing party all the time, big venue, open air in Dubai, beautiful city. And that was a great opportunity for me. And I lived like 4 months, I moved to Dubai for like 4 months straight. And when I come back, I discovered that I miss Paris a lot, and that I really feel great in Paris. And I missed moving from one project to the other and doing a lot of different stuff, because at this point in my career, I didn't want to be just VG or just light operating or both together and content creator. I wanted to do more things. I wanted to be more involved into projects. And I still loved at that point to share and to help other people, but I didn't had the opportunity to do it. And so now, since 2019, I'm really focused on Visions, the company. I'm focused on the clients we have, because now after 5 years of work, we finally have enough clients to have an everyday job, have a nice income at the end of the month, pay all the bill, and start to see about the future. And so you probably know What the Flow, who is now working full-time with me. And we are a very good 2 guys team. And we have now a lot of new people, freelancer, young guys that we train here in France and that we bring in. And it's super interesting, because on one side, we made a team, and I finally came to that point after 5 years of work where it's now my full-time job, and I'm no more connected to that club and to that club and everything. It's like now it's my company and me, and we have clients, and we have enough clients. And now we come to the point where it's stable enough so that I can take time. So that means new tutorials, new visuals, new videos, a lot of new stuff is coming. I just got this brand new office. That's another dream come true, because that's now a real creative place. And after working my ass off for some years, I'm finally at the point where I can come back into the market, into the VJ world, into the light operating world, and come back with my vision and trying to make things move a little bit by bringing new things into a business that is exciting and full of passion, but seriously a little bit boring, because you don't wake up every morning with like my rule breaking things. It's like, oh, another stage with some normal VJing, and oh, some other grenade effects with some lots of lights. And you will see I have a lot of stuff prepared for you guys, and we will try to push a bit the limits of what we do and try to improve a lot the way we're working. Yes. At the moment I'm recording this video, I just released Line 01 in 4K like 2 days ago. For Valentine Days, I bring out the Valentine pack in 4K, and I'm now focused on upscaling all my content. So all the lines content are already done right now, so they will be released soon on the Visions website, still for free. And what we done, it was a long process because like 4K, I hear about 4K everywhere since months now, since years actually, but I never saw 4K content. So what basically we try to do, we take the 1080p frame that we have, actually the content that we have, and we just try not to upscale it, but we try to produce content around it to make it 4K so that we have more elements and in the same time a better visual to play with. So basically what's going to happen in the upcoming weeks and months, you will get all the Visions released, all the visuals that we already done in better quality, and it's 4 times larger, so that this summer or as soon as the party start again, you no more need to stretch that much the content, and you no more have like those big tunnels with such a small hole behind the DJ. You will have like the same tunnel but much wider, and you will see, I mean, like just with line 01, with the most basic live visual effects ever, it just looks like, wow, why didn't we do that before? It's just like bigger. So that will happen. And in the same time, I have a lot of visuals that I never wanted to release. And they are now, after 5 years, 6 years, 7 years of using them every weekend, I'm like, I'm done. Let's share it to more people so that they can use it in a different way, be creative with it. And I will seriously take the time to create new content and new stuff for myself and for my own shows. So yeah, expect after all the 4K release, expect a brand new bunch of loops and series coming out on Visions.fr. The funny thing with tutorials is that actually I've recorded a lot over the last years, but only pieces. You know, a lot of time I started, I was like, okay, I have one night off. Let's just take time and record and shoot some stuff. And then you have camera problems, microphone problems, Adobe software problems, battery, and all the shit on earth. And you'd only have one night to shoot it, and you didn't do it for like a year. And then it's just not that good content. I will release new visuals. I will release a lot of new stuff, but in the same time, I want to do new tutorials. I want to share. I want to speak about new techniques. I've learned so much in the last 5 years. I'm still working the same way. I'm still sharing the same vision and having the same passion, but I do it so much better. And I'm sure when I look at some old tutorials I did, I'm just like, why the fuck I am telling that when I know it's completely wrong now? And that brings you to the point where on the other side, as a tutorial maker, you don't really want to make tutorials because you already know that 6 months later or 2 weeks later, you will find a better way to do it. And then it's just like, people are looking this tutorial now and learning how to do this thing, and it's completely wrong because I found a better technique. But at some point you have to do it. So first thing is, so as I said, Martin MPC tutorial. So Onyx tutorial with a big update. I think I will do it in 2 parts, like one part just to update the transition from MPC to Onyx, because it's pretty much still the same, but the way you do the layout, the patch has some updates. Maybe I will do like just an update video and another one with all the new feature and all the exciting stuff. And I will show you some GrandMA tip because I learned the GrandMA and it was a fucking pain in the ass. Because this desk is so annoying and so shit. But on the other side, if you want to go on a higher level and you want to work on big festivals, touring and stuff like that, GrandMA is the only option because the GrandMA has some feature to travel around the world with just an USB stick that is fucking amazing. And I love Onyx and a lot of other systems, but only GrandMA can provide me this fast way to update my show and adapt to every system. I also know now on a good level how to play with chances. I already made a tutorial about it. Maybe I will update it. The sound is really shit on it, so not sure I will use this one. Maybe I will speak about the system. It's a cool system. It's not my favorite one. I don't see a lot of good points into it. But it can always be interesting. Maybe if you guys work a lot now with chances and you want to know how I will use chances, just write me a comment and let me know. And then Resolume. We learned so much new stuff on Resolume. I think the last tutorial on Resolume I did was Resolume 4. And now we're on Resolume 7. We're working with lots of plugins and everything. So for sure, we have a big Resolume update to make. And After Effects, I don't know. Need to see if it's crashing or not. Maybe I can do a good how to crash After Effects tutorial. That's a good question. At the moment I'm recording this video, we are full into this coronavirus stuff. So all my shows are cancelled, all the gigs are cancelled, all the residency we have are cancelled. So I don't really know. And on a general part, I'm no more focused now on Zyper. I mean, not for the moment. So I'm not planning to do any audiovisual show, any Zyper live experience or something. I'm really focused on visions, on the team, on our clients, and on the different show we're building up. And I think I'm super happy with my guys. We have an awesome team, and I'm sure if you meet a lot of the guys of the Visions team, you will see a little bit of Zyper inside of them. But yeah, I'm really more focused on helping the guys to grow up, on the guys on to find their own way and develop their own vision of doing visuals and live show. Then on the Zyper audio visual show that you probably saw, or my own solo performance, because I no more want to be like a solo performance. I want to build up a show and that all my guys can do it as good as I do it. So that's the main focus right now for me personally. For sure, I still want to do the Zyper show, but now it's not the time. Now I'm not ready for it. I don't have the time, and I'm managing a lot of other stuff. That makes that I cannot sit down and build up like this audio visual show, making all the visuals and the lights, and then go live and play as a DJ with lights and visuals. I'm not ready right now for that. But I'm a member of the Vision team though. So everywhere where Visions is going in the upcoming months, I will maybe be there, or I'm behind the project. So we're gonna tour a lot this summer. We have some club residency. I just don't want to speak about it right now because with the coronavirus thing, we just got cancellation every day, and I have no idea what we're gonna do and who's gonna do it. But you can still follow me on my Instagram, on my Facebook, on YouTube. I mean, like, just follow me on YouTube and don't hesitate to write us. I mean, like, if it's me or someone of the team, we can answer, and I will update the schedule as soon as I can. Okay, guys, that was it for this time. I hope it wasn't too long, and I hope I answered some of your questions. Super happy to see you again on YouTube. Super happy to be here, and I'm so excited to share all this new stuff. If you guys have more questions, don't hesitate. Follow me on Instagram. I'm super active on the Instagram story, and I'm sharing a lot of live stuff in the Instagram stories. You can also follow me on YouTube to be sure to don't miss all the upcoming videos. Give me a like if you like this kind of video. Maybe we're gonna do a little more personal videos like that in the future. And if you have any question, comments, write me an email, Instagram, Facebook, don't hesitate. I really try to get all your message and to answer to everybody. If I don't have time to answer, I'm super sorry. Just rewrite me a message like, hey, Zyper, I tried to contact you, anything. If I don't answer, it's not that I don't want, it's just that I'm missing it because I'm super busy that day. Thank you guys, see you soon, bye-bye.